Today we're going to discuss how to manage Google Ads. We've already previously discussed how to set up Google Ads, but what do you do on a daily, weekly, monthly basis when it comes to Google Ads? We're going to discuss that now. So on a daily basis, there's two things you really want to focus in on. The first one is, what are the keywords that you showed up for yesterday? And what is the budget that you've spent? So first off, keywords. You want to look in search terms in Google Ads and find what keywords that you showed up for yesterday, if it's during the business week, or if you like to enjoy your weekends, what came in over the weekend. If a keyword is questionable, just Google it. Copy, paste it into Google and see what pops up. It doesn't really seem to be on brand. Try to find the distinguishing keyword that doesn't make sense. When it comes to the budget, what you really need to do is focus in on what you've spent for the month. So set up this month as your time frame and see how much has been spent. I definitely suggest having a Google Sheet where you can track all of this so that you know on a daily basis how much have you spent, how much do you have left, and then based off of how much you have left and the time you have left, how much can you really afford to spend on a daily basis. The biggest takeaway though is stick to a budget. It's very easy to say, I am spending more money to help grow my business. And what was going to be $1,000 investment on a monthly basis turns into $2,000 or $2,500. Don't let that happen to you. Stick with the budget, good or bad. On that same Google Sheet where you're keeping up with the budget, I suggest to have a tab that keeps up with weekly metrics. So, for instance, keeping up with impressions, clicks, CTR, costs, that type of thing. You want to keep up with that on a weekly basis so that you can measure, are you moving in the right direction? Is your CTR staying up? Did it go down? Are the impressions the same week in and week out? If they go down, what happened? Can you control that? Things of this nature. Definitely want to keep up and definitely want to keep up with leads. Are you getting leads? First and foremost. Secondly, are the leads any good? So certainly keep up with that on a weekly basis so that you're not blindsided at the end of the month. Lastly, on this Google Sheet, we pretty much want to have a summary. So the summary is going to look at the entire month, February, March, etc., and sum up how many impressions did you get? How many clicks did you get? And then, of course, there'll be an equation to determine what the CTR is between those two. Did you get leads? How many did you get? Is this more or less than the month before? Is this more or less than a year before? These are the type of questions that you want to ask yourself to determine, are you moving in the right direction? Now, if the number of leads for any given month is less than the month prior, that doesn't mean things are terrible. Maybe your cost per acquisition is less, and maybe you spent less on that given month. You need to take all that into consideration when you're determining, am I moving in the right direction or not moving in the right direction? This was just a brief overview on how to manage a Google Ads account. If this seems a little overwhelming to you, certainly we'd be happy to help you. Hopefully, if you have any more questions on how to do it yourself, we do have a blog article written in the description, so feel free to check that out and have a great day.